You want the crown on your wristwatch but without torching your bank account? You crave the precision, the prestige, the power of a Rolex? And guess what? You don't need $50,000. You need knowledge, strategy, and the eye of a true watch hunter. Welcome to Watch Enthusiast, where we rip the case back off the myth, dissect the mechanics, and bring you the raw truth about affordable Rolex royalty. Buckle up. Let's start with the foundation. Rolex Oyster Perpetual, the purest Rolex DNA. No date, no fluting, no gimmicks. Just raw Rolex essence. The Oyster Perpetual is as clean and elemental as Swiss timekeeping gets. Specs that matter: case sizes 31mm, 34mm, 36mm, 41mm. Versatile for every wrist. Material: oyster steel, Rolex's own hyper-durable 904L stainless steel. Water resistance: 100 meters. Smooth bezel, screw-down crown, twin-lock system. Bracelet: Oyster bracelet with easy link comfort extension, but it's what's inside that sings. Caliber 3230 for 36mm and 41mm variants. Chronergy escapement, high-efficiency anti-magnetic architecture. 70-hour power reserve, COSC certified plus Rolex's superlative chronometer standards, -2 + 2 seconds a day. Perpetual rotor, bidirectional, smooth, and self-winding like a dream. This isn't just a starter Rolex, this is the spiritual backbone of the entire brand. Available in bold dial colors, from turquoise blue to candy pink to classic black, this is Rolex saying we can flex but stay pure. Price range. Retail, approximately $6,400 for 36mm. Secondary market, $6,000 to $8,000 depending on color and size. Want that Rolex feel? The crown, the movement, the legacy? Without breaking 5 figures? This is the move. The Oyster Perpetual is your gateway to Swiss royalty. Uncluttered, powerful, and utterly timeless. Rolex Air-King, aviation roots modern power. Here's a name that flew under the radar for years, but in 2022, the Rolex Air-King returned like a fighter jet in a tuxedo. This isn't a watch for boardroom flexers, this is a pilot's tool, reborn with military mechanical firepower and a hell of a lot of wrist presence. What's inside the cockpit? Case, 40mm oyster steel, updated with crown guards and a bulkier profile. Dial, black with white Arabic numerals, pilot-style layout with the signature 369 markers. Bright green seconds hand and Rolex coronet, a nod to cockpit instruments. Anti-reflective sapphire crystal, built for visual clarity in harsh conditions. Movement, caliber 3230-. Same bulletproof engine as the Oyster Perpetual's 70-hour power reserve. Parachrome hairspring, shock-resistant and thermally stable. Chronergy escapement, friction fighting, energy boosting. -2 + 2 seconds per day. Rolex precision at its core. The Air-King isn't a showpiece, it's a functional timekeeping instrument with an attitude. Price range, retail, approximately $7,400. Pre-owned, $7,200 to $8,500 depending on year and condition. This is a Rolex that whispers aviator and shouts independence. It's for the one who flies solo, literally or philosophically. Rolex Datejust, the everyday icon. This is the Rolex, not a dive watch, not a pilot watch, not a racing chronograph. The Rolex Datejust is the original everyday luxury watch. Born in 1945 and still flexing on every wrist from Wall Street to wedding halls. Core specs. Modern versions vary. Sizes 31mm, 36mm, 41mm. Case, oyster steel with optional roll source steel plus gold models. Bezel options, smooth, domed, engine turned, or that legendary fluted white gold as bezel. Cyclops date magnifier at 3 o'clock. Water resistance 100 meters. Sapphire crystal. Movement, modern models. Caliber 3235, Rolex's high-efficiency workhorse. 70-hour power reserve. Chronergy escapement. QoSC plus Rolex superlative chronometer certified. Dial variations. Sunburst silver, blue champagne, Roman numerals, baton indexes, mother of pearl, diamond set, you name it. This is where Rolex customization hits a fever pitch. Price range. Entry-level pre-owned Datejust, 36mm from 1990s to 2000s. Approximately $4,500 to $6,000. Brand new Datejust 36mm on Oyster bracelet, approximately $7,700 plus. Vintage 1601 models with Pi-Pan dials, approximately $4,000 to $5,500. This is the Rolex for life. Dress it up, dress it down, wear it on your wedding day or while fueling your car. The Datejust doesn't care. It just ticks forever. Rolex Explorer reference 14,270. The Silent Beast. This is where heritage meets absolute function, born from mountain legend. The Rolex Explorer line traces its DNA to Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay's 1953 Everest summit. But we're focusing on the reference. 14,270. Launched in 1989 and running until 2001. This is the hidden gem of the Explorer family. Wrench, specs. Case, 36mm oyster steel, sleek, clean, and compact. Bracelet, solid link oyster bracelet with brushed finish. Crystal, sapphire. Water resistance, 100 meters. Movement. Early models had caliber 3000. Later switched to caliber 3130. Smoother winding, greater durability. Automatic, COSC certified. No date, pure, symmetrical, adventure-focused dial. Dial design, iconic 369 Arabic numerals. Matte black or glossy lacquer dial. Lume-filled indexes for low-light performance. This is a field watch, with the pedigree of a summit champion. It wears slim, disappears under cuffs, and still brings rugged mountaineering soul on to your collection. Price range. Reference 14,270, approximately $5,000 to $7,000 depending on condition and year. One of the best value vintage Rolex tool watches on the market today. This is a sleeper Rolex. Understated, overperforming. A timepiece for those who don't need to show off, because they've already conquered. Rolex Oysterdate Precision reference. 6,694, the last of its kind. This isn't your grandfather's Rolex. It's your grandfather's daily driver. Still ticking with purpose, still stealing stares in every boardroom and cafe. Production years, 1950s to late 1980s. This reference had one of the longest production runs in Rolex history. Why? Because it just works. Let's get into it. Core specs. Case size 34 millimeters. Thickness approximately 11.5 millimeters. Case oyster steel, vintage slim profile with brushed lugs and polished bezel. Crystal, acrylic domed, beautiful distortion and warm vintage glow. Water resistance, originally rated to 50 meters, more symbolic than functional today. Movement, manual wind. Caliber 1225. No automatic rotor, no show-off. Just pure tactile connection. You feel every gear, every wind, every morning. 17 joules. Approximately 58-hour power reserve. Non-hacking, non-quickset, but smooth, reliable, and easy to service. Date function. A small Cyclops magnifier at 3 o'clock. Old school Rolex functionality with elegance. And yes, it changes with a wind, not a quickset. Slow, maybe? Satisfying? Absolutely. Dial variants. Silver sunburst. Matte black. Champagne. Blue. With baton markers, stick hands, or painted lume plots. Every dial tells a different vintage story. Bracelet? You'll find it on folded link Oyster Perpetual, or classic Jubilee. Or throw it on a leather strap, and it transforms into a mid-century dream. Price range. This is the best part. While every Rolex seems to be flying past the moon in price, the 6694 stays grounded. Market price, as of now, $2,500 to $4,000 US. Condition, dial variant, and bracelet configuration will shift the price. But it remains the cheapest true Rolex you can wear daily. And don't be fooled by the number. This is a true Rolex. Signed crown, signed case, signed dial, signed movement. Nothing faked. Nothing frilled. Just raw by purpose-built craftsmanship. So there you have it. From the clean lines of the Oyster Perpetual, to the cockpit DNA of the Air-King, to the iconic swagger of the Datejust, to the expedition-ready Explorer 14,270. And now, to the vintage heartbeat of the 6,694 Oysterdate Precision. This was Warner, top 5 cheapest Rolex watches worth wearing. Each one a chapter in Rolex's legacy of excellence. Built for those who understand that the crown isn't just about price. It's about purpose, precision, passion, ... Now it's your turn. Which of these 5 kings would you add to your collection? Drop your pick in the comments. And subscribe to Watch Enthusiast, where we serve horology raw and loud. Hit the bell to catch the next drop of high horsepower horology. And as always, keep your wrist strong, your energy wild, and your journey crowned.